Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Goldfish here, back with another Ultima Online video. Now, if you follow the channel, you know that I have been searching for my forever home now for a long time on Ultima Online to figure out where I am going to stick to and play, and of course where I can hang my hat, hopefully for years to come, with a server that I feel like has the longevity to make it. So I was on UO Alive for about 5.5 months, I believe. Spent a significant amount of time over there, but in the end, UO Alive is UO Alive, and I ended up leaving that and looking around. I've played on a couple of other shards. One of them didn't have any skill caps. Didn't really enjoy that one all that much. I found it to be it's a little too much to not have any skill caps at all. And I ended up hearing from a really good friend of mine that there was a server called Insane UO, and I wanted to check it out, just kind of look at it. And it looks like a lot of the actual core principles of what the server had on UO Live, which the server itself, the people, everything was great over at UO Live. There was just a few issues that I had that realistically just kind of made it more unplayable to me than anything else. But as far as the player base goes, there's 98% great players over there. They had a pretty good setup going, but it's kind of crazy when you look at the Insane UO, because it's like they took all of the good parts of UO Alive and they expanded it to make it even better. And I'm going to go into how in just a second, but obviously here I am. I'm over here in front of the, I guess the community rune library here on Insane UO, and we're going to go ahead and head over. I went ahead and did a few champ spawns, sold some stuff, got some money, and I built my first house yesterday. And I'm going to show you guys one of the coolest things that I have seen on any server so far that I've really enjoyed is, well, it's called an insane binder, and I'll show you guys exactly why it's so insane. So I just finished up a champ spawn, and as you can see here, I've got a whole bunch of the actual scrolls, got a whole bunch of the transcendent scrolls, some gold. So we'll go ahead and dump that gold in here real fast. But this is called the Insane Scroll Archive. And I'm about to show you guys why this is an absolute game changer, especially if you're huge into farming the champ spawns like I have been. So this is going to haul all of your stuff, including your your power scrolls, grimoires, alacrity scrolls, transcendence scrolls. And it's got, of course, all the different pages here. Discordance, musicianship, lockpicking, all of this cool stuff. And the reason this is also so awesome is you just left click it one time and hit collect. Oh man, think of it, all the time you spend putting your scrolls into the power scroll book. Because I didn't know about this until just today. It's a little over 1 million gold, so it takes a bit to grind to get there. But definitely worth it whenever you're able to just left click real fast, put everything up that you need to put up, and the rest of it's history. Now at that point, you just click on here. You can go through on which ones you have, the numbers that you have, and down here you'll see scroll binders available, because you can actually use this with the scroll binders to increase your 105s to 110s, 110s to 115s, of course, and so on and so forth, until you've got all of these 120s sitting here, and you're able to either boost up your pets, boost up your character, create your alt characters, or whatever it may be that you're wanting to do on that particular character. So one other thing, or actually there's a plethora of things, but so as far as the pets go, tamer wise, they have done phenomenal things with the taming over here. You're not just going to have reskinned pets that have 0 unique abilities. They just have a couple more core stats, or they're like 1 slot lower. These pets are actually going to be different. This is actually just a rare. They've got regular, uncommon, rare, epic, and then legendary. When it comes to rare, it's actually kind of a bottom of the barrel kind of pet. Obviously better than regular, but not anywhere near the epic or near the legendary. This is just what I have so far. And they actually have unique attacks. And you'll see that, as you can see here, it's got that. You don't see that on the other servers, where your pets actually have unique attacks based on their style. So this one is an ice horse. So you'll find these obviously at the ice area. And we're going to go over that real fast, because if you're big into taming, which I always have been, the only bad part about taming is sometimes whenever you involve it in a server and you put a lot of effort into it, nobody wants to play anything else, because taming just becomes so good that there's no reason to play any other character. Not the case here. Obviously there's a big plethora of things to do. There's bards, tamers, you've got your melee classes that are needed on a lot of the events. And of course, I'm going to go over the events in another video. There's just way too much to go over in one video, because they have done so much with it. But what we're going to go through here is, let's go over just the poison steeds. So this is just one more area over here where you're going to have, see, this right here is going to be an uncommon version. And instead of just saying it's another nightmare, it's actually going to have a different name. It's called the parasitic steed, a different color, and this one will have unique abilities to its actual, I guess, rarity level, which is going to be uncommon. So when it gets up to rare, I believe you get a chance for an additional attack, and then of course you get like healing on legendary. The phoenixes actually have a revival for you and your pet on the, you know, in the event that they die, which is really cool for a phoenix, because that's kind of the whole phoenix thing anyways. But still has the grind in it as far as pet, you know, obviously taming. Still has the super rarity of finding the good ones, but the reward for finding them is so much higher because they're actually unique. It's not just a different color where they slapped on, you know, you've got the posterity of saying, hey, I've got the legendary, even though it's not that much better than any other one that you trained up from one slot. These are actually going to be very, very different, and of course the difference in their actual abilities, and of course their combat prowess is going to be enormous. So that's going to be the fire steed. They're going to have 4 or 5 different ones of these as well, and they all come in obviously different colors, different styles. And I just thought about something. What we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and go over to the rune library, and I'm going to show you guys the zoo, because this is going to show all of the different kinds of pets. I actually forgot about it. So in here, I guess this is a tribute to good old Talon right here. But these are the fire steeds. You've got the blazing steed, the inferno steed, fire steed, molten steed. This is the one I've seen a lot, is the searing steed. Obviously I'm still looking for all of my epics and legendaries as well. These are the actual reptilians. These are going to be rideable, of course. You've got your uncommon, your rare, which, excuse me, is the dark, your epic, which is more of a, I guess, just kind of basic red, and then of course you've got your black and red or orangish, which is the legendary. This is what I'm riding right now, which is a cold steed. I've got the arctic one. This is the common one. Uncommon is the frost. You've got the glacial steed, which is legendary, and of course the ice steed, which is going to be your epic. These are going to be the electric ones or energy ones. Maelstrom steed, epic. This one is going to be the void steed, lightning steed, and of course you've got over here this is going to be the uncommon, and this is the regular. This bear is called the Kodiak, which I absolutely love the way it looks. You've got the toxic ones, which are going to be the poison ones. This one here is the legendary, the venom steed. This one's going to be the uncommon, the basic, and of course the rare. Over here you've got the Triceratops. These are rideable as well. From my understanding, these have the same attributes as you would find on the Ku, on like UO Live or something like that. So they've got the healing ability. They've got a couple different abilities as well, as far as like a charge attack that makes it, it's a lot of damage actually. They kind of got me off guard when I was running around the dinosaur area. These are the Phoenix. You've got your legendary Phoenix here. You've got your uncommon. You've got your rare. regular, and of course your epic. And like I said, these have that rare ability to where they can restore your HP up to 100% and their own upon death, just like an actual, a phoenix would in the lore. So that's pretty cool. You've got your unicorns and your Kirins over here. These are going to be both the more good alignment tames. But over here you've got your regular. This is going to be the legendary, which is more of like a metallic color. And of course the legendary over here is going to be the darker color. These are your actual nightmares. You're going to see actual nightmare epic, nightmare rare, nightmare legendary, which is going to be like a frost color, the more rare, and of course you've got your regular and uncommon. These, I wish these were rideable. The saber-tooth tigers, this would probably be my favorite pet if it was rideable. But yeah, you've got your legendary right here, which is a dark black, and of course you've got your other colors here. They're kind of hiding in the trees over there. Little Indominus Ray, little tiger, but epic saber-tooth right there. And of course these, I don't have one myself, but I've seen them in action, and apparently they are just absolute destroyers of the dragons. So take these in a Death Star and you are going to leave with a lot of gold. So you've got your legendary stone crab right here, and of course your stone crab epic right here. As far as the rare goes, it is just a standard black, and the regular and uncommon are going to be more of a blue. And right here you've got your actual fire steeds, the blazing steed, which is the epic, and then of course right here you've got your inferno steed, which is the legendary, which looks pretty awesome. So these are going to be a few of the different unique pets that have the different levels here. There are quite a few other pets that are going to be unique as well, like the chimera, which shares a very similar event to the what was it called over there? It's like the ice worm kind of thing over on UO Live. So it's very similar to that. I think the event on this one was a little bit better designed. It's a little bit more difficult, which is fun. And I like the way the colors are on the actual chimera a little better as well. So you are able to use the commands to get to the rune libraries very quickly, which I think is pretty nice. At first, I kind of thought, man, that's kind of cheaty. You just get to type in something and you kind of like warp over there. But at the end of the day, recalling takes like less than a second anyways. And it's only to 2 locations, which is the rune library. So it's actually really, really helpful to be able to do that. In here, you've got everything you could ever want as far as dye tubs. You've got different kinds of lore books. You've got your different quests, all kinds of stuff. And one of the main differences that I've noticed is as far as like a staff team that can actually code things into the game, this staff team seems to be extremely proficient in being able to add unique flavors to the actual game itself, rather than just like reskinning things or promising that they're going to be coming out with something and then of course it's just a disaster. Because there's just no actual coding involved, or coding skill, should I say, involved. They seem to really know what they're doing as far as implementing things into the game and making sure that obviously they're hard tested and things actually work. So having a lot of fun so far. Only been on it for a couple of days, but in those couple of days I've been able to meet a lot of great people. They all seem to share the same mindset, that have come from a couple of different places. A lot of people have come from the same place and just really didn't enjoy the same things over in those areas. So you've got a lot of like-minded people, a lot of great people that have a lot of knowledge on the game as well, and all just looking to have a great time with as little drama as possible, and no real hand holding or micromanaging, which is great. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'm going to be doing as many videos as I can on here. Obviously, I think this is going to be the place that I hang my hat and call home for a long time. Obviously, it's got all the different things that I'm looking for. It's got a great backing from great staff members that are good at coding, that are implementing new and exciting things into the game. The events seem really, really well thought out and really fun actually to do, not just monotonous wherever you're like, oh, this is the great event coming in, go kill 500 of the exact same thing and do it over and over again. And then at the end you get such little reward for it. It makes it to where you're just not motivated to even try to do the other ones. I did one in Death Star that was extremely fun. And that was just, I think it was last night or the night before. So one of the first things I did when I got on the server was able to be involved in a great event. So yeah, follow along if you have any questions. Please subscribe. Obviously, we're almost to the goal that we're looking for the whole year, and it's only May, so we're looking really forward to that. And you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.